I need to ask you this, that have you ever wondered why some marriages look perfect in pictures? You've seen them on social media, but they crumble and are full of regrets behind closed doors. Well, I say this, I'm asked this question because I know a person who married the woman of his dreams. It is the woman of his dreams because he had pursued her for a very long time, the longest time. Now, after a few months after marriage, he was advising his friends who are still single not to marry. He was praying to God that this woman stops yelling at him. And he was even avoiding home. Now, I also know of a woman who married a man who everyone called a blessing. And now she wakes up every morning asking, what did I get myself into? Now, listen carefully. Most people marry the wrong person, not because God made a mistake, but because they ignore the right signs that God was giving them before they tied the knot. And if you're single, you're dating, or even engaged, or even married right now, you need to hear this message. Because what I'm about to teach you could save your destiny, could save your peace, and even your calling, could even save your generation that will come after you. Well, if you think love is enough, then I'm about to show you why love without discernment will destroy everything that God has designed for you. Everything that God has purposed for you. Everything that God has planned for you. Let me start with a very, very, very simple truth. See, most people do not marry the wrong person because these wrong persons, so-called wrong persons, are evil. They marry the wrong person because they chose to be blind to signs they already saw, but ignored. They think they chose with love, out of love, but they actually chose with emotions, with anxiety, with pressure, with their flesh. They chose because they wanted to please them, not to please God. They wanted to please people and not God. And that's how things went wrong later on in their lives. I've watched this pattern again and again. I watched this pattern again and again, where a woman grows up in a home where her father was emotionally absent. Later, she falls in love with a man who is emotionally absent also. And she calls it chemistry because this man reminds her of his father. But that is a pattern. That is a generational pattern. That's a warning. Now, a man also was scenarios where a man grows up in a home where his mother was very controlling, was very domineering, and later he marries a woman who dominates him, who wants to control every aspect of his life. And he claims that she loves her for her strong personality. Then later on in life, they start to perceive incompatibilities later on in their lives, not knowing that it's just what happens is in those two scenarios, these people did not know that this was just a generational pattern or curse that needed to be broken, that was manifesting into their marriages, that came from their ancestors, spilled over into their parents and now into them. Now, this is why two people can be praying in church. They can even be speaking tongues, even quoting scripture after scripture offhand. Yet they are in a marriage that breaks them emotionally. I say this because prayer does not automatically heal parents without acts of faith. The same thing, the same way they say that faith without action is dead. And spirituality does not automatically correct being blindness. So here's the dangerous part that I want you to know. Most people don't choose partners consciously. They choose partners subconsciously. They don't ask, is this the person aligned with my destiny? Instead, they ask why do I feel so attracted to this person? Why do I feel attracted to this person? Why do you have chemistry? That's how it is. That is how it is. But attraction is not revelation. And desire is not discernment. So let me say something heavier now. Let me use the word heftier. Let me say something heftier now. The reason most people marry the wrong person is because they're trying to use marriage to heal certain wounds, to heal what only wisdom, what only self-awareness, what only God can heal. That is why they don't choose a partner. They choose a solution. That is why in many cases you see a woman will fall with a man because she thinks that this man will help her solve certain problems in her life. The same to a man. He feels that this woman will help him solve certain lustful problem in his life. And they choose a solution. In other words, they choose a solution. They choose a solution. They choose a solution. They choose a solution to loneliness, to insecurity, to their emotional insecurity, to their financial insecurity. They choose a solution to pressure, to peer pressure. They choose a solution to age because they think they're aging fast. Now they need a solution. So they choose a solution to age. They choose a solution to fear, certain fears. They choose a solution because they're afraid to face this life without a partner. They choose a solution because of fear. Now they choose a solution to fear. They choose a person who can help them solve a problem. And any marriage built as a solution will eventually become a problem. Now, this is why some people say that he changed after marriage, that she changed after marriage. But no, she did not change after marriage. She just stopped. He just stopped being projecting your hopes and started seeing. You started seeing the reality. Now, dating shows you. Dating, when you date, you see a person's performance. You see what he displays to you. And you see what is on display for you to admire. And marriage reveals their patterns. Marriage reveals their hidden agendas. Marriage reveals something deeper than the skin. That's the reality of life anyway. Now, and this is the trap. Most people do not marry by revelation. They marry because of pressure, because of chemistry. They marry because of their fear starting again. They marry because of fear of being alone, because of fear of disappointing their parents. So they rush, and whatever you rush, you do not disappoint. Whatever you rush into, most times you do not discern. See, that is why I'm teaching you this, because marriage is not romance. You don't go to marriage expecting to have romance 24/7. No. There are seasons where romance is not even there. So marriage is a spiritual partnership, and the wrong partner does not just break you, does not just break your heart, does not just break your spirit. They can delay your destiny. They can distort your identity. They can drain you emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. So the real question is not, do I love this person? Now listen carefully, and I want you to remember this because it will help you. The real question is, why does this person feel so right to me? Why does this woman feel so right to me? why does this young man feel so right to me? Because sometimes what feels right is simply what your flesh is comfortable with, not what your spirit is comfortable with. About signs, the hidden whispers that tell you whether a person is truly from God or just a temporary marriage. The first sign that you're not choosing by destiny is restlessness in your spirit. Restlessness in your spirit. Restlessness. If being with that person leaves you anxious, leaves you emotionally drained most of the time, or even confused more than peaceful, then pause. Take a pause. Stop. Peace is God's language. And on the other hand, chaos is the enemy's, the evil one's language. The second sign is disrespect. Disrespect that is disguised as love. I've seen parents, I've seen friends, I've seen even pastors ignore this sign, this subtle sign. It is very, very important when couples go for counseling before they get married. They ignore these signs. But watch closely. Do your partners speak rudely when angry? Do they belittle your family dreams, or even do they dominate your conversations, all conversations and decisions? If the answer is yes, that is not passion. That's just a warning sign. Because God never blesses oppression. He never blesses domination or even coercion, or even in the name of love. So another thing you need to check is repeated patterns, is the repeating signs from your past. Now notice the similarities between your childhood environment and your partner. If, for instance, if your mother tolerated manipulation and your partner manipulates, this is not destiny, it's a repetition. If you come from a single parent family and your partner also comes from a single parent family, then you need to discern more carefully. It could be a pattern. If your father avoided responsibility and your partner does too, no, this is not love, it's a cycle. Another thing that you need to look at is this. This is the fourth sign. Do they feel incomplete without you? See, because the right person comes as a whole package. They do not need you to fix their incompleteness. They do not need you to fix their self-esteem. They do not need you to complete their self-esteem or self-worth. If their joy depends entirely on your attention, that is a dangerous ground for marriage. Also, another sign is pressure that is disguised as God's timing. Age, family expectations, peer pressure. Now, this can make you rush, but God's timing is never rushed. If you're a woman, for instance, who's approaching 30 years and out of fear, out of pressure, out of loneliness, you're about to marry someone you just met online, then pause, because God does not lead by panic. Pressure is no direction. If you feel pushed, it is a signal to pause, not to proceed. Now, here's the prophetic truth that I want you to know. God's right person will fit into your life without breaking you. They will complement your destiny, not compete with your destiny. If one of these is missing, step back, because love without alignment is not God's plan. It's human desire, and desire often leads to regret later on in life. And see, that is why most people marry the wrong person. They confuse feelings with revelation, and they confuse intense feelings with destiny. Now, listen carefully. God does not leave you guessing. He's not silent while you wander into marriage that will destroy you or even your destiny. The first way to know that God is leading you is through peace that cannot be ignored. Not that excitement that comes from your emotion, not your feelings towards her, not even the thrill of romance, but a peaceful confirmation in your spirit. It's a sense of feeling assured that God is in control, a feeling of peace. Or even when everything is uncertain, you feel at peace, then just be known that God is with you. If your heart races with fear or even doubt, that is not God, that is the enemy whispering confusion. Also, another way is this, you have to check for alignment with your purpose. A person from God will support what God has called you to do. They will not shame your calling. They will not belittle your dreams. They will not even make you compromise your identity. If you have to hide who you are, if you have to change your destiny, your identity for them, then you have to pause. Stop. You have to take your time. Well, also, you have to check another thing here. God speaks through confirmation from wise counsel, from your parents, like your parents, your mentors, or even spiritual, mature friends, even elderly people who often see what you cannot see. God can speak through them. They may notice a sign, they may notice certain red flags that you didn't see. They may notice red flags or even affirm, confirm to you that that is the right person. If you experience multiple confirmations that point towards a warning, then my friend, do not ignore. Take your time. God often speaks through people to protect your destiny. Now, another thing is, God sometimes uses timing and divine delays. Yeah. Now, waiting is not rejection; it's preparation. If someone arrives too early, too late, or even at wrong seasons, it's not yet God's plan. Because rushing is human impatience, waiting is divine guidance. Now also, God confirms through integrity or even consistency of character. Not promises, not words, not Instagram posts, but actions over time. Now, how do they treat you when no one is watching? How do they handle frustrations? How do they react when they are angry? How do they react when you make them angry, when you piss them off? How do they speak to others about you? All these reveal their true hearts. All these reveal their posture, their hearts towards you. Character, because character cannot be faked forever. They will never fake character forever. So stop choosing based on desire, based on attraction, or even pressure. Wait for alignment, wait for peace, and wait for confirmation. Now, I want to be very clear here. Most people see the red flags, but they choose to ignore them. And ignoring red flags is like jumping from the balcony and hoping that the wind will hold you, or even that you will fly. You will die. Now, the first red flag is this: anger that hides behind charm. A man who says sweet things but loses control over small disagreements. A woman who laughs today but humiliates you tomorrow. See, attraction is a cover, is a mask, but passion is temporary, and character is permanent. Now, the second red flag is this: disrespect towards your family, your friends. See, your family is not perfect, but anyone who cannot respect your family, or even worse, anyone who insults your family, is revealing their true heart. Because marriage will magnify what you ignore now. So what you tolerate before the altar you will inherit after it. Another red flag is this: secretiveness. Not occasional privacy, but consistent hiding of finances, friends, or even intentions. Another red flag is this: frequent drama, constant crisis, emotional roller coasters, relationship that always feels like a battlefield. If your life feels heavy before marriage, It will crush your spirit after you get married. Also, you have to check out this red flag, lack of accountability. If they blame everyone else for every problem, if they cannot take responsibility for even a small mistake they did, if they never admit mistakes, if they refuse correction, that is not love. That is a ticking time bomb. Now listen carefully, and I'll say this slowly so you never forget. Red flags that you ignore today will become chains of frustrations tomorrow. God will allow you to see them before the altar, but He cannot fight your stubbornness for you. See, some of you will watch this and say, but I love them. Yes, I understand. But love that ignores the warning sign is not from God. It is emotion that masquerades us as destiny. And the question is not how much you love them. The question is, do they bring peace, or do they bring confusion, or do they bring chaos? Do they build or break? Do they honor God and your calling? And most importantly, do they love God more than they love me? Because you have to walk away, because marriage is not just a relationship. Marriage is a partnership in destiny. And the wrong partner will delay, distort, or even destroy what God is trying to do through you. God has no partner for you. A person who will not steal your peace, who will not compete with your calling, who will walk with you into your destiny. But here's the test. Can you wait? See, waiting is not a weakness. Waiting is spiritual strength. And waiting is saying that, Lord, I'll not settle for comfort. I'll not settle for familiarity. That I'll wait for your alignment, that I'm trusting you. See, the second part is discernment. You must learn to see beyond attraction, beyond charm. If you ignore these signs, you will risk a lifetime of regret. And God does not force love. God does not even rush timing. God confirms. Now, the third part is marriage. It takes courage to walk away from someone you think is right. It takes a lot of courage to even resist pressure from your family, from friends, from the society. It takes too much courage to trust God when your heart screams that I cannot wait. But hear me clearly, courage today saves heartbreak tomorrow. Waiting for God's alignment protects your destiny. See, some of you need to hear this as a declaration. If you are in a relationship where peace is missing, if character is inconsistent, if alignment with your calling is non-existent, is absent, then stay back. Not because you hate them, but not because you're selfish. Stay back because God is saving your life. He's saving your destiny, He's saving your marriage and your future children. And for those already married, now I know some of you are watching and thinking, but I'm already married. I see the red flags now. I see the patterns. Did I make a mistake? Hear me clearly. God is not finished with your marriage. It may feel difficult now, maybe even wrong, but it can still become a vessel for a blessing if you submit together to God. Even if your spouse seems unaware, let God lead you, because your obedience can shift the atmosphere of your home. Also, be wise. Set the boundaries with wisdom. Do not tolerate ongoing disrespect. Protect your heart and your calling. And most importantly, pray for alignment. Ask God to reveal areas where both of you can grow and expose what is destroying your peace. Because God can transform what you inherited emotionally into what He is intending for you spiritually. Now, the truth is this. Even if the marriage feels wrong, God can still make it a training ground, a place of refinement, even a channel for your destiny if you surrender, if you discern, and if you act in faith. Now, for those who are not married, the right one will arrive at the right season. They'll bring peace. They'll not bring chaos. They'll not bring confusion. They will honor your dreams, not oppose them. They will honor your identity and not oppose them. They will complement your destiny, not compete with them. In Jesus' name, amen.